umpisa na ng totoong bangungot ni Senator Bato de la Rosa. Dahil ayon po sa balita, Senator Bato tagged as Duterte's co-perpetrator, ICC arrest warrant out soon. Yan po ang sinabi ni Atty. Conti. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Naimbag na aldaw kada kayo aming kakabsat and welcome back to my channel. Nabalitaan na po natin na si former President Rodrigo Duterte ay isinakdal na sa ICC with 3 counts of crimes against humanity. At isa nga doon sa 3 counts na yon, may nakasulat na si Duterte ay isa sa co-perpetrators. Ano po ba ibig sabihin ng co-perpetrators? Kasamang gumawa ng krimen? Pero bago po natin ipagpatuloy yan at bago ko na naman makalimutan, dahil alam nyo naman na, pag tumatanda ay nagkaka-Alzheimer's na. Isang maligayang pagbati ng kaarawan kay Krista Joy Roda sa kanyang ika-14th birthday. Pagbati galing sa kanyang ama na suki po ng usapang Tito Manny na si Fernan Roda. Krista Joy, pasensya na. Alam mo naman, meron tayong kasabihan, huli man daw at magaling na si senior moment pa rin. I hope you had a great day nung September 23, yung pong actual birthday ni Krista Joy. Okay, tuloy na po natin. Ayon sa Inquirer.net, ICC names De La Rosa, Aguirre in Raps versus Duterte. Prosecutors of the International Criminal Court or yung ICC in The Hague, the Netherlands, mentioned Senator Ronald De La Rosa and former Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre II in the pre-confirmation brief explaining the specific charges against detained former President Rodrigo Duterte. The heavily redacted 78-page briefer did not specifically mention their first names, but they were the only so-named officials in the Duterte administration at that time. The briefer explained that Duterte is facing 3 counts of murder and attempted murder as crimes against humanity for making essential contributions to 49 incidents of killings when he was Davao City Mayor and Philippine President. The briefer is actually the redacted version of the document containing the charges dated July 4 that was supposed to have been submitted to the ICC on September 23 for the hearing on the confirmation of charges against Duterte. The hearing, however, has been postponed while the ICC determines if he is fit to stand trial. The document, signed by ICC Deputy Prosecutor Mami Mandiaye Nyang, said that the 49 cases do not reflect the actual scale of victimization during the charged period, which was significantly greater as reflected in the widespread nature of the attack. So sinasabi lang pala dito 49 cases pero hindi daw yun ang actual scale nung mga naging biktima dahil significantly greater, ibig sabihin mas marami pa ang napatay nung panahon na yun. Lawyer Cristina Conti, one of the lawyers who brought the case to the ICC, said that the mere mention of the 2 key figures in the Duterte administration's ruthless policy against illegal drugs was an indication of their clear involvement in the killings. The briefer indeed mentions the key role of De La Rosa, and for me, it is clear that it lays out De La Rosa as a co-perpetrator alongside Duterte. As chief of the Philippine National Police, De La Rosa implemented Duterte's drug war that left over 6,000 suspects dead, according to government records. According to the briefer, De La Rosa made a promise weeks before Duterte was to assume office to immediately scale up the Davao model of the drug war with the threat that if someone fights back, they will die. If nobody fights back, we will make them fight back. So ano to? Ipinangako ni Bato de la Rosa, di umano nangako si Bato kay Rodrigo Duterte bago ito naupong presidente, to immediately scale up. Meaning, yung Davao City, yung ginawang mga EJK doon, ang gagawing model or template kung paano nila ginawa sa Davao yun, i-scale up lang, i-level up lang, gagawing national, nationwide. At nagbabala pa siya, kapag may lumaban, patayin. At kung walang lumaban, we will make them fight back. Ibig sabihin, sisiguraduhin nila na lalaban sila. Nakakakilabot naman ito. Naalala ko po, nung ako ay teenager pa, decades ago, alam nyo naman, pag panahon ng kabataan, gala kayo. And I was not an exemption. Gala po ako nung aking teenage years. Nahuli ako ng bagansa. Siyempre, medyo bata ka pa, teenager ka, tas gagala-gala ka. Vagrancy ba ang tawag doon? Kasi bagansa eh. Pagsakay ko dun sa police jeep, dinala kami sa likod ng UE ba yun? O ng FEU? Tapos naalala ko, pinababa kami sa owner-style jeep na yon. Tapos yung isa, parang nahulihan ng may marijuana sa bulsa. Alam nyo ang sinabi ng polis? Sige, bibigyan kita ng pagkakataon. Tumakbo ka na. Doon ako kinilabutan. Kasi alam na alam ko na oras tumakbo yung batang yun. Kasi parang kasing edad ko lang din yun eh. Pag siya tumakbo, babarilin siya. Pero thank God, hindi po tumakbo yung lalaki. Pinag-stay lang kami doon sa likod ng eskwelahan, siguro mga 10 minutes lang. Then after that, sinermonan lang kami na wag daw kaming gagala-gala at pinauwi na kami. Good for that guy na hindi siya tumakbo. Ganun din yata ito eh. Kapag hindi ng laban, gumawa kayo ng paraan para lumaban or para tumakas. Dahil tulad nun, pinauuwi siya, pinatatakbo siya. Umuwi na daw siya, tumakbo na siya. Buti na lang, hindi. Ganun din yan dito. Kapag hindi lumaban, we will make them fight back. Tuloy ko. The briefer said it was De La Rosa who signed the Command Memorandum Circular number 16-2016 that outlined Project Double Barrel, formally launching the anti-illegal drugs campaign nationwide in express pursuance of Duterte's campaign promises. Dahil hindi ba nangako si Duterte noon? Bigyan daw siya ng 3 to 6 months, tatapusin niya ang drug problem ng Pilipinas na hindi naman natupad. Dahil hanggang natapos ang termino niya, siya pa ang umamin na hindi pala niya kayang tapusin ang problema sa droga. Sabi pa dito, with this new policy under his watch, De La Rosa told Philippine media, as quoted by the court in the document, killings in the name of drugs. This is really about killings in the name of drugs. So you drug lords out there, get ready because I will crush you. Ito pong statement na to ni De La Rosa was quoted. It is documented. Ito naman si Aguirre. Aguirre, on the other hand, reflected De La Rosa's remarks and said the new administration's program was to do everything to stop drugs, crimes, and corruption. We will choose to kill these drug lords. The former Justice Secretary, however, has denied uttering the quote attributed by the ICC prosecutors to him. So, kung dokumentado yung mga sinabi ni De La Rosa, abay, delikado talaga ang lagay niya. Kung nakasaad na at inilabas na ng ICC ang pangalan ni De La Rosa at ni Aguirre, sure na 100%. Susunod na po si Bato de la Rosa na i-issuean ng warrant of arrest. Pero matapang po nahaharapin ito ni Senator Bato de la Rosa dahil sabi niya, they can do everything they want. Binanggit sa pre-confirmation brief ng International Criminal Court si Senator Bato de la Rosa kaugnay ng drug war killings sa ilalim ng administrasyon ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Sa kabila nito, iginiit ni De La Rosa sa isang programa na handa siyang humarap sa anumang kaso o paratang. Walang problema yan. They can do everything they want. And I am ready. I am ready to face everything that they want against me. I am ready. Sige lang. Gawin na lang nila kung anong gusto nilang gawin. I am ready. So, handang-handa ka na. Bato ha? Baka naman kapag andyan na, magtatago ka sa saya ng Senado. Hihingi ka na naman ng protection sa Senado na huwag kang ibigay. Baka naman kapag ikaw ay hinuli na, sasabihin mo na naman or sasabihin ng kampo ninyo na kinidnap ka din ng ICC sa pakikipagkuntsaba ni President Bongbong Marcos. Harapin nyo yan. Total, ikaw na nagsabi, ready ka na. Gawin na nila lahat kung anong gusto nilang gawin. Handang-handa na po si Senator Bato de la Rosa na samahan si former President Rodrigo Duterte sa The Hague, Netherlands. Nakakalungkot man isipin dahil may pahayag dati si De La Rosa na ang ikanalulungkot niya kasi kapag siya ay nahuli at nadala sa The Hague, yung mawawalay siya sa kanyang mga apo. Pero ang sagot naman ng mga netizens, naawa ba sila Senator Bato at si then President Rodrigo Duterte doon sa mga pamilyang iniwanan ng mga naging biktima ng EJK? Kung hindi mo iisipin mabuti yung kaso, maaawa ka kay Digong at ngayon sasasapitin ni De La Rosa at ni Aguirre. Pero, ganun po talaga ang hustisya. Abutin man ng pagkatagal-tagal, kumbaga, pagkahaba-haba man daw ng prosesyon, sa ICC pa rin ang tuloy. So, Senator Bato de la Rosa, handa ka na ba? Kayo po, ano ang masasabi ninyo? Comment lang po down below and I will see you in my next video. Diyos ti Agmina.